Hi everyone, I'm Calvin Chung, head instructor of Chung's Arts Academy, and today I'll be doing a video on how to find the best martial arts school. Now there's 3 points that I want to cover in finding the best martial arts school. Is 1, the style, 2, the school, and 3, the instructor. Now I want you to look out for these things very carefully because they're going to really make it or break it in terms of your martial arts growth. If you find any of these 3 things missing, it's best for you to continue doing your homework as to what type of other schools, styles, and instructors are out there. Number 1, style. You want to be looking for something that fits your personality in terms of how you think and how you react and respond, because there's so many different types of people out there and so many different ways of thinking. You have to find one that runs very parallel with you, martial arts style that runs very parallel with you. Because if it's really in contrast with how you think and as you as a person, it's going to become very difficult for you to learn a lot from that style with a good learning curve. Second point is find a school with the environment and the people that you feel comfortable in. If you are in an environment with a bunch of people who are very negative, that hold you back from your learning, or just something that you get a bad vibe off of, you have to be careful because those are the people are going to really stifle your learning curve. You want to be in an environment with like-minded people and going the same direction that you're going in, and how you want to progress as an individual and as a martial artist. The third point is find a teacher that you get along with. Find an instructor that you feel that you can connect with, you could be open and honest with, and get the answers that you're looking for. All relationships is based on trust. And if you can't really trust what they're saying, then you got to really ask yourself, what am I doing here? Let's look at it plainly. Martial arts, you're learning techniques and on how to defend yourself and also how to attack other people. And well, if you're not guided in the right way, you can be developing yourself negatively. You can be hurting yourself, hurting other people, using martial arts in the wrong place at the wrong time. If you're questioning why you do something a certain way and you don't really get the answers, then you have to start to ask, is this a good teacher? Is this actually not someone just you follow around taking orders from, but a good facilitator for your growth in martial arts? Because martial arts, there's so many dimensions around it and dynamics as to a technique and how it should be done, what's a proper way. You don't want to be held back as, well, I've done it this way and my master done it this way, so you're going to do it this way. That's not a good teacher, in my opinion. So you want to be looking out for someone that you can be almost seeing eye to eye, almost like a peer level, because that you can actually connect and ask questions, but really respect and honor their position as an instructor. I've seen and experienced a lot of past martial arts schools where students, well, my master says so, so I'm going to do it that way. Loyalty is great, but when loyalty is a two-way street, and when you're loyal to something that doesn't serve you, you have to start to be really careful then as to why you're sticking around. You can actually really tell if some instructors are honest, because they'll say, I don't know. And that's probably one of the best sometimes, is that when you have a question and you guys don't have the answers to, maybe you guys can discover that together, and together you're on this journey rather than kind of doing this martial arts type of experience alone. You have to be looking out for a teacher that can really explain the technique. I find my personal journey is that when I was teaching, especially in the beginning, I was teaching students and they weren't getting it. And to be very honest, it wasn't their fault, it was my fault. Because if I truly understood the technique, I could really convey that message to them. And if I couldn't convey that message to them, I personally didn't know the technique like I know my name. And so that's what you want to be looking out for, is that if they can explain it in many different ways on the same topic, on the same technique, on the same subject, they have a really good grasp of that technique or that concept that where you're trying to wrap your head around. So look out for those few things as for an instructor. So that's my 2 cents on how to find the best martial arts school. Hope that helped you, and look out for more videos in terms of martial arts mentality. Thanks.